It's been a long time coming, but I know change gon' come. Oh, yes, it will.
First took away. Yes, with this. Get your money's worth now.
Yeah. Shout out to a late ass show. We here.
Yeah.
Lito, myself, another episode of Propels Talk. It's also a Godcast. It's also, Lito's rants. It's also, you in space, you all of that. But regardless, you here. Shout out to all the good people that support us here, man. You gotta shout out to John Deere, gotta shout out to DraftKings Sportsbook, Sunshine, Standard Mortgage, 4D. Scott Vicknair, we fight for the win. You got Theo's at the bottom. I know you hungry. We here, man. Lito, how you feeling, brother?
Peekaboo. Man, it's love, man. It's love. Happy to be here. Peace and blessings. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the chat. Appreciate y'all staying up to talk about a team who ain't doing shit. We love that.
Man, we here to talk curses. We here to talk curses. And look, it's not regular curses. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. You know what I'm saying? It's pulling up slowly here, man. Y'all be sure to hit that like button. Make Justin happy. What would Justin say, Lito?
What's up and welcome, guys. Go hit that bell notification so you know when we're going live. Free tots. Justin gonna be upset, man. I gotta stop doing that to my man.
Oh man. Shout out to Justin, man. Really, we joke, we joke around, man, but really all around good dude, bro. But yo, curses, we about to go through like a timeline, Lito. We not even talking just about recently. Everybody know we already talked, we already talked about the Dyson Daniels stuff, and that brought up a conversation in itself. But me and you been watching this team, been going to games, been fan of the team, covering the team, part of the team, media day, non-media days, writing, potting, all this for a combination of like 23 years now.
Real. It's been some time.
So we tired. And we about to tell y'all why. And I know y'all tired too. And we about to get into it. Why now? I guess like we can start all the way at the beginning.
Okay.
All the way in the beginning. Now, Lito, you a lot older than me. So this,
Why you? That's fine.
Yeah. So anyway, you a lot more ancient than me. So for you, it might be a little bit harder to kind of remember them, them days when we talking 02, 03. But we about to break down, bro. Jamal Mashburn, dog, Barry Davis coming to the city, David Wesley. We talking, you know what I mean? Like we talking, the essence straight from Charlotte. Straight from Charlotte, dog. 02, 03. Paul Silas was the coach. Before Steven Silas was looking, you know what I'm saying? What a pitch at? What a pitch at of old Steve.
I'm mad like malnutrition.
But before Steven Silas was on the bench looking like this, his daddy was coaching the Pelicans. They were the Hornets at the time. So look, and we just talking curses. That original team wasn't necessarily cursed, but they also were. Because if you thought you were gonna get full like season of health, you got your first opportunity to see that was not the case. Jamal Mashburn played 82 games that year. That's the last time you ever seen that brother play 82 games. Baron Davis played 50 games. Okay, solid little run, right? Solid little run of being cursed. Now look, we got slideshows too, Lito, for like later on in the show, but they don't start till like 06, 07, so some shit like that. But then you know what happened after that, Lito?
Talk to me.
The next year happened. You remember Tim Floyd?
I do remember Tim Floyd. Tulane Tim.
Yeah. Well, Tim Floyd arrived next year, and that's really when the injuries started to happen. Your boy Jamal Mashburn,
microfracture,
played 20 games, dog. 20 games, and I promise you, after that, it was over. That was the end of that run. We didn't get a chance to see B. Diddy. It was over with.
Don't call him that. Don't call him that.
Huh?
Don't call him that.
That's his nickname, huh? If I pull up his basketball reference, this gonna say B Diddy.
I can't.
All right. Don't worry about it. But look though. So you remember them early years, huh?
I do.
I think the Pelicans, the Hornets at the time made the playoffs the first 2 years. After that, Baron Davis left. How you felt when Baron Davis left, bro?
I was sad, man. BD, one of my favorite point guards of all time. Like I was real life distraught. I hated it, and then he talked shit about the city, which made it even worse. Like it made me hate him even more, and I hated to hate him because that motherfucker, he was so good. But that's crazy. You need to grow up, dog.
Cole,
you need to grow up, dog.
You just gotta listen, bro. You just gotta catch up because I wasn't that old then either, bro. But I remember, what it was like, dog. Like I went to PJ Brown bobblehead night. You know what I mean?
That's a little crazy, but
that's a little wild. I mean, they sold them. You ain't never have a
peekaboo.
PJ Brown bobblehead night a little crazy. All right, don't worry.
We ain't no motherfucking freaks. We some family men. We getting it paper. You know what I'm talking about?
So look, y'all, since we professional show, after that, B Diddy trashed the city. He hated New Orleans. He hated everything. Like he hated he just didn't like New Orleans. It was what it was. He left. The Hornets, I think the third year Barron is actually on the team. No, I'm lying. He's off the team. The Hornets draft J.R. Smith. David West is still on the team. I believe it's David West first team. See, now we getting up to your time, Cole.
Thank you, Dylan. Thank you.
That's what they called him. That's what they called him.
Salute to
I
good
guarantee,
man.
Son, say, bro. Hold on now. I guarantee you, if you look up the archive, I think Lil Wayne got a song calling bro B Diddy. What you want me to do?
Why you
You want me to stop saying it?
Like what's up?
What was his nickname?
Baron Davis?
That was not nigga nickname B Davis.
I'm not calling that man B Diddy, bro. I'm not doing it.
All right, man. Look, after that, J.R. Smith was in the city. But
he was. Yeah.
Nah, actually, I'm lying. Barry Davis was there, but then he got hurt, and that was pretty much the end of it. So then you had the first and only year JR, I think it was. Oh no, or maybe JR had 2 years, but JR and the Jamal McGlory, dog. You had your dog. What's your boy name? Is this? We had Birdman. Yep, Birdman here as well. You got any stories you want to tell people about J.R. Smith, bro? Being in the city?
JR was outside, man. JR was at the time JR got drafted. I think we the same age. And he used to be on every college campus around here. Don't ask me how I know. I'm not saying we was at the same places and we was trying to look at the same women. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is he was outside and bro he was hooping. He used to be on Dillard campus at night, just walking through, you know what I'm saying, the joint like it's normal. You've seen him at Xavier. He was in damn, I can't think of what that club name was in Decatur. Bro was outside. Shout out to him, man. Cool ass guy.
So that was the last year before Katrina. That was the last that somebody said in the chat that they missed pre-Katrina New Orleans basketball. That was the last season before Katrina. So then you get 05, 06, and your boy getting it. Your boy arrived, bro.
Talk about what's his name? Just
can I say his nickname? Can I call him CP3? Or that's
Calier Project Third Wall. We good with that. He had to leave that name here. He had to leave that name here.
So then you get CP3. And everything gonna change, Lito. Everything gonna change. It's forever Now, you had to spend time in Oklahoma City, you know what I mean, while what I'm saying, the city kind of slowly. What are you wearing? What's happening here? What are you doing?
It's alpaca. You gotta block that.
I'm from the home of would serve packs and things. Quick to stab their brother in the back for change. And as a youngin', I was taught the game. Used to watch my daddy while he cut that cane. See it.
So look, Lito, it's a couple like mediocre seasons. You get like couple 38, 39 win season. They figuring it out. Trade for Tyson Chandler, you know what I'm saying?
TC.
Slow, you know what I mean? They trying to figure out, Chris Paul trying to find his footing. They getting back in New Orleans, David West developing. They trying to figure, they just got Peja. And then boom. Team win 56 wins. 56 games they win. 07-08. That was the year, right? That was the year. Cole, you here now? 07-08? You around now? You what, about 10 now? Damn.
Young ass boy, man.
Yeah.
What you doing?
Young ass nigga. 56-26, dog. I never forget Janero Pargo, dog. I will never forgive Janero Pargo. You have any Janero Pargo?
Tell him why. Tell him why though. Tell him why. Give me your understanding of why.
So look, bro, they won 56 games. Okay, they won 56 games. They weren't supposed to do it. Byron Scott wouldn't play Julian Wright. Okay, he wouldn't play Julian Wright. Julian
Wright brother watched the show too. So
shout out to Julian Wright brother.
Shout out to Dre, man.
So Julian Wright was young, right? He was, I think at the time, he was probably like 18, 19, whatever. He was playing, he wasn't playing, but like, dog, your wings were Morris Peterson, Peja Stojakovic, and I think, and you didn't get Bonzi. That's a little crazy, Justin. That's a little crazy. And the fact that you capitalized the OP. But, so you were slow. Rasul Butler. Now, stories. Rasul, rest in peace. Rasul got stories in the city. Rasul Butler has
outside.
Stories.
Rasul outside.
Hilton Armstrong was your backup, bro.
Terrible. Yeah.
They ended up trading Bobby Jackson to get Bonzi Wells. You know what I'm saying? Kind of trying to shore up the wings.
Had to get them socks out of here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So they are supposed to. This the year. Chris Paul's the MVP that year. I don't care what nobody say. The only reason they got it, rest in peace, Kobe. Like, a lot of
don't disrespect my GOAT. Don't disrespect my GOAT.
No, don't do this.
Don't disrespect my GOAT, man.
Don't do this, bro.
No, man, because if y'all wouldn't have gave Steve Nash the first two, we wouldn't have to talk about this.
Lito. You here?
I'm here.
You here? Chris Paul was the MVP that year, bro. I don't give a fuck what they did. And you're right. It is Steve Nash's fault. But Kobe didn't have an MVP, and they just decided midway in the year, whoever finished first in the West between the Hornets and the Lakers, gonna get the MVP. Chris Paul was the MVP, dog. He had the better numbers, he had the better win shares, dog. He was more impactful. He had the lesser talented team. David West wasn't supposed to be no all-star, bro. Hey. Austin, we ain't there yet, but we close. I like this though.
Yo,
CP was MVP, bro. Like, why you doing that?
You know what? I'm gonna say this. It's crazy. We talking about a cursed franchise, right? If CP win MVP, that literally changes the trajectory of this whole franchise from then to now.
Why you say that?
Because once you have an MVP in your uniform, you know what I'm saying? Like the media looks at you differently. It's a different, like you've had multiple times, you have had perennial all-stars here with AD, Zion got a couple, but like nobody was an MVP, nobody was a champion. Nobody really had an NBA accolade. There was no defensive players of the year. Like that would have changed the whole trajectory of this shit.
So we can get back to blaming Janero Pargo. So the Pelicans, Hornets at the time, they make the playoffs, and most of this off the top of my head, y'all. So y'all, you know what I mean? Like respect me. Top of the they end up finishing second. They had a game late in the year against the Lakers. I think they lost the game.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. The GM of that year was Jeff Bauer.
Bauer.
We go come back to Jeff Bauer. We will talk about Jeff Bauer again. But Byron Scott was the coach again, for those who forgot. The cool part at that time was that Byron was still like, he was one of them dudes. He had a celebrated career as a player, being a role player, so on and so forth. But won championships with Showtime. Then he's a coach with the Nets, back-to-back finals appearances. So by the time he gets to New Orleans, he's looked at as like someone who's a really good coach. So you get this year, and like they lose. I think they lost out on the first seed by like a half a game or one game or tiebreaker to the Lakers, whatever the case may be. But it don't matter. Lito, first round, what they do? Boys, look Dallas right in the eye. Look Dallas right in the eye. Look Dirt right in the eye. Get out of here, bro.
Impressive.
Go sit down.
Impressive.
Dirt. D West being disrespectful to Dirt. Go sit down. Got him out of here. I think they swept him too. Dallas, get the fuck away. Go.
Wait, that was 07?
07, 08.
All right.
So everybody happy, right? Because it's looking like we gonna get the conference finals that we supposed to get, and Chris Paul gonna prove that he the MVP because we gonna beat the Spurs, and then it's gonna be Lakers, Hornets in the Western Conference Finals. No, like it's gonna happen, right? Yes. CP was cooking J Kidd. Looked him right in the eye too. Had J Kidd looking at Byron Scott like, hey, what this about?
CP was different. CP was moving at a different, like, obviously it's crazy, dog, because
read that for me. Shout out to bro. Shout out to my god. Shout out to my dog Saint Lanyard.
What's up, Lanyard? He said, man, Lito and Chris, let me get right.
Yup. So
wait, hold up.
First, dog.
Yeah, that's that high. That's a high right there.
Imagine this being your introduction. But to me, this was kind of my introduction in a way, because the first year that they moved to the city, they made the playoffs. I remember going to a playoff game. I think they lost to Philly in the first round or whatever. But you know, it kind of was what it was. Mashburn was that was the first year of Mashburn going through some of his injuries after playing all them goddamn games. Yeah, Malik no ball. J Kidd, Josh Howard, Jason Terry, get all y'all asses out of here. That's what happened. So second round, they get San Antonio. Now San Antonio look kind of old and flabby right now. It feel like the run over. Hornets first two games, get them out of here. Up 2-0. Lito, we got him, bro. We got him. No.
Mm-mm.
Prospect, you're right. I think they lost to Philly the next year. You're right. They lost to Miami. That was the D-Wade. That was D-Wade rookie, right? That was D-Wade rookie year. He had Baron Davis looking crazy.
He did.
Had Baron Davis looking crazy. But yeah, they see San Antonio up 2-0. Game 3. Hornets had them yellow jerseys on. I like them. I like those better than the pinstripe ones. The later arrived, but they had the yellow jerseys on. All right, don't.
All right. Peekaboo. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So, boom, right? They got them. I think they up at halftime. They end up losing. Spurs go Spurs. Spurs win game 3. Spurs win game 4. I don't think game 4 is even close. You get to game 5. Game 5, Hornets win. Now there's no team has won on the road yet. Game 6, you get to put them away. No, it ain't gonna happen. Spurs end up winning. Same thing. So we got them. Game 7. Game 7 ours. Nobody's won a road game. They dominated the whole, like they dominated everybody, dog. You look Chris Paul, look Tony Park in the eye. He look Jay Kidd in the like he going through the gauntlet. This how this supposed to go. It's like his third year. This is how it's supposed to go. It's his time, dog. He was the MVP. Don't care what Lito said. Janero Pargo, bro. Why you do that, bro? You know they scored 82 points in that game? At the crib? In the city?
I mean, wait, we can't consider that a curse, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ran into the guy. They just ran into the guy. You ran into a goat. You ran into one of the goats.
Janero Pargo went 6 for 16 in that game, bro. Janero Pargo played 25 minutes.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Mo Pete went 2 for 7, and Peja went 3 for 11.
What you expect from Janero Pargo? That's my question.
I expect him to continue doing what he had been doing all year, bro.
What's the difference between Janero Pargo and Jose Alvarado? Besides defense.
Ooh. Janero a better scorer. He a better shooter. Janero more of an undersized 2, or was a more of an undersized 2. I think Jose a little bit more of a legit point. I see what you're saying, though. I see what you get. I see what you're getting, though. And I think like, but they right around the same size, though. The bench was terrible, dog. Melvin Eli played 3 minutes. You remember
Melvin Eli with the braids. Yeah, man.
Son. Chris Paul played 47 minutes. David West played 46. Peja out there with 44. Tyson 42. Mo P played 24. That's when Janero came in. No Rasul Butler, no Mike James, no Julian Wright, no Ryan Bowen. Thank God, no Ryan Bowen. We got Melvin Eli, Bonzi Wells, who was supposed to be the dude you traded for at the deadline. You traded away Bobby Jackson to get Bonzi Wells. Now we wouldn't even see Janero Pargo. Bobby Jackson was hooping. But 5 minutes playing Bonzi Wells and you lose, bro.
Hey, you know Melvin Eli averaged 5 points a game in the NBA. What's the problem? I thought that was too much. Like I thought he was like around a 2-3 point per game guy.
I think Melvin Eli wasn't Melvin Eli like drafted high.
Yeah, I don't remember where he got drafted. I know he went to Fresno State though.
I think Bobcats.
Bobcat? Yeah, I mean that sounds like a Bobcat thing. Yep. And then Mo P was on that team too, right?
Yeah. But you know what though? It's all good because you couldn't get through the semifinals to get to the conference finals. Ain't no worries. Next year the year.
Oh, okay.
I remember reading everything I could, dog. There wasn't a blog, a publication, a TV network that didn't have the Hornets going to the finals. And this where the shit went left. You needed a wing. You needed a fucking wing, dog. You need one of your issues was that you did not have wing athleticism. Didn't have it. Not like this team, this current Pelicans team. They got all the goddamn wings. They didn't have any kind of wing that could move. And Julian Wright was supposed to be that guy. So you know what they did? They went out and got somebody with championship experience, Lito.
Dog, what's his name, brother?
What my dog Alston said earlier. James Posey.
What made you feel like James Posey the answer though?
This is where the curse to me started. For real.
James Posey brought the curse?
Yep.
Wow. I don't think nobody ever attributed that to him.
It's all his fault, bro.
Wow.
It's all his fault. Because they ran it back.
Wow.
They ran it back and they brought now James Posey by this point, he had 2 rings. He had one in Miami, and he had one in Boston. Someone said, "Hey, slow down. Hey, don't. Hey, look. Hey, Malik.
Nah, come on, Malik.
This thing on?
Come
Malik.
on, Malik.
Hold on. Hold on. We need a commercial break.
Come on.
Cause I can't.
Smoking that smoke, doing that coke, dealing that dope, giving up hope, gang banging.
Now, James Posey was a fine player, solid player, like, you know what I'm saying? Role playing wins, like deserved championships. Really solid, streaky shooter, really good defender. I ain't taking none from him. It was time for him to get a payday. And he ain't nowhere close on the planet and playing basketball to Herb Jones, bro. Don't do that no more.
Ooh.
No. He's not on the same world as Herb Jones. He was not. But look, man.
So you saying Herb? You saying he'll better? You saying Herb ain't never averaged 14 points a game? That's all I'm saying. I'm speaking
It's
from
on the way, though.
game. Okay.
It's on the way. Don't worry about it. It's on the way. It's on the way. When James Posey averaged 14?
He averaged 14. Hold up. Let me go back to the files.
Because
2002, 2003.
Because when they needed him the most, when he had the most pressure he ever had in his career as an individual, he gave us 8 points. Son, James Posey was playing 28 minutes a game. Now, this really Julian Wright fault and maybe Byron Scott fault, because Julian Wright unfortunately never took that next step. I'd be curious to talk to his brother, figure out what the hell happened there. Julian Wright did not take a leap. He played 54 games, bro. It's just not working. Fire, what up?
He's still playing basketball too. Actually.
I believe it. Yeah. He overseas. Melvin Eli played 31 games that year as well, bro. He started for.
James Posey was 16th in Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, the 6th Man of the Year that year too.
Why we
16th. 16th.
Why we doing this?
So
why we doing this?
What you think James Posey shot for 3?
33%.
36.
Anyway, they changed the jerseys. They brought all pinstripes out. It was never the same. But you know what, though? Cool. They made the playoffs, I think.
Ooh. Far better.
Far better player than Herb?
Ooh.
No, what are we doing? Why are we doing a far better player? Listen, if you say James Posey was better than Herb, fine. You know what? At some point, I can accept it. A far better player than Herb Jones is crazy. It's crazy.
Ooh.
And it's unnecessary. But we are not having a debate about James Posey and Herb Jones. But that's crazy. So they made the playoffs, dog. They made the playoffs again, back-to-back years. They only did it like they only did that what? Twice in franchise history.
Such a sad history.
Yeah. So they made the playoffs, bro. So cool. Like they still won 49 games. They almost won 150. They got to play the Nuggets in the first round. They can get out the first round, find themselves in the playoffs, make another run, get redemption in the second round. Cool. Like you playing Kenyon Martin, Chauncey Billups, like Young Melo, like you cool, right?
No. I have nightmares about this. It was
not cool.
Them motherfuckers lost by 56 points. I will never in my life forget that game. I will never forget. I was so mad at David West and Tyson Chandler. The Nuggets was literally like taking advantage of Chris Paul. They was just beating him up, bro. They was just, I'm not pausing that. That's it. Okay, that was a little crazy. The Nuggets were they were playing like really aggressive with Chris Paul. And the thing is, like, David West, for as tough as he like, It was against Dirk. Like when Kenyon Martin was right there, he ain't feel it. The energy ain't feel the same.
Dog, it was bad, bro. First game, like, and look, they the point differential in this shit is crazy. I don't think I ever seen a series like this. I vividly remember the Nuggets just trapping Chris Paul. Basically, if you remember what we're gonna talk about later on, I remember Chris Paul being trapped the entire series, and this is why we was hoping. Like, I'm trying to think, was that by this point had they traded for Jared Jack?
Yeah, I think Jared Jack was on the team.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Jared Jack was on the team, but because they also traded for Antonio Daniels too. For those who remember, shout out to AD. That was the year AD was originally on the team.
I don't even remember AD being on the team.
Like you got Devin Brown on this team, bro. Like, you know, all due respect, bro. But come on, man.
Devin Brown played basketball like he wear work boots.
Jared Jack was not on this team. I forgot. Yeah. See, I mix all these. But Antonio Daniels played in the playoffs for these teams. Sean Marks. Y'all know who Sean Marks?
Yeah, man.
He GM for the Nets. Sean Marks was playing 22 minutes for this team, dog, off the bench. James Posey was playing 31 minutes off the bench, dog. Tyson Chandler got hurt. It was bad, bro. They lost. They didn't. The closest they got, they won, I think, game 3, 95-93. Every other game they lost by at least 19 points, dog.
I have nothing positive to say to that. I was just going to say that Jeff Bauer was probably the worst GM in Hornets Pelicans history and still ended up signing Stan Van Gundy to be a Piston.
Jeff Bauer was still the general manager for those that needed to know. So, boom. Now you got to figure out some shit because at some point we're going to get to the part we're going to get to the point where Chris Paul, like, what the fuck we doing? Jerry Reed.
Oh, my fault.
Related to Jared Jack. How you feel about that, Lito?
It all makes sense, actually. Like it makes sense. JJ, like it just makes sense. It seems like they will be related. Two good humans. And
then somebody could have like somebody could have a JJR. Tough crowd. So look, right, next year, Jeff Bauer's still the executive. He ain't going nowhere. Byron Scott's still the coach for a little bit. Damn. I ain't never seen this. Wow. They're 37-45. 37-45. Now it's all bad now. It's over with, dog. Bobby Brown on the team. Shout out to Bobby Brown. Darius Sungala's on the team, bro.
Darius fucking Sungala.
Darius Sungala's on the team, but you know who they draft? Marcus Thornton, Darren Collison, dog. They got our dog some help. They got our dog CP some help, some young help, bro. We here.
Chris, hold on. Can we just put a pin in that? They got CP some help, right? They got CP some help. I have a question for you. How does one go from being an advanced scout, director of scouting? Just hear me out. Just stay with me.
Yeah.
To the general fucking manager. How do you do that?
Are we talking about the Jeff Bauer?
We are. Yes, indeed. We are.
Can you upload a picture of Jeff Bauer and tell me how that guy does not do all of those things? So it's Jeff Bauer, bro.
No, but what I'm saying is, why do you think the director of scouting would make a good general?
I'm just saying these issues that we have with this current team.
It's just I think you got the blame pointing at the wrong person. I think I know who started the curse.
All right, so look, boom, right? It's everything is going fucking downhill now. Like this shit is over. Like it's pretty much over. Like we're never gonna see what we thought we would see from this team ever again. Chris Paul starts to get hurt. Chris Paul got hurt. I think he tore his meniscus, and Byron Scott would not play Darren Collison or Marcus Thornton. That sound familiar?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
He would not play them on a team that was built to contend. He wouldn't play them. What are we doing?
Got to play your veterans, bro.
Now, the year before, tell me if I'm wrong, they tried to trade Tyson Chandler at the trade deadline. Some bullshit happened. They tried to trade him to Charlotte. Didn't happen. Season ends. They end up putting together a trade anyway. Once the year's over with, that's how you get Mecca Okafor.
Rest in peace to the Crescent City Connection.
Mecca Okafor, 82 games, dog. Like you be all right. You got, you know what I'm saying, Derek Collins, you got Marcus Thornton. Marcus Thornton just had a fun little incident. What was it in March Madness? We got a chance to see Marcus Thornton go crazy. Darren Collison coming from a nice little lineage of UCLA guards, point like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they straight. He won't play him. Morris Peterson can't move. Page's back is over with. You still got James Posey. Aaron Gray played 24 games.
It's franchise, dog.
Julian Wright has still not progressed. Hilton Armstrong is still god awful. And now it's really over. It like you see the end. You see the end. It's because Byron Scott, right? He don't make it through the year. Who become the coach, Lito?
Damn, I don't know if I remember, son.
Jeff Bauer. Jeff Bauer in the middle of the year, dog. Jeff Bauer fired.
Yeah, he said, "Fuck it, I'll do it. Fuck it, I'll do it."
Dog, I ain't never seen that. No, I've never seen it, dog. Nigga, you ain't Pat Riley. You're Jeff Bauer. That's what I knew that's over with, dog. You don't get a chance to fire. You don't get a chance to fire a coach with championship rings as a player, a dude that has been in deep playoff runs, been in the NBA Finals as a coach. You don't fire him and say, "I'm the coach." You Jeff Bauer. I built this. I'll make it work. No.
Jeff Bauer walking around this bitch like he Tupac.
Son, wait, who told you who told you was him? Jeff, what are we doing, bro? There was nobody on the staff. You could have made the coach.
That boy said, "I'm gonna hire me."
What? That's what I knew. This organization had no idea what it meant to have a basketball team. They had no idea what it meant to run a basketball business. They were not in the business of basketball. What the fuck was that, dog? Why was that allowed?
We've been in hell a long time. That's all I can tell you. We've been in hell a long time.
But I ain't though. Don't worry about it, because the next year, Jeff Bauer is no longer the coach. And you know what? He's no longer the executive. He's no longer in the, they got Jeff Bauer the fuck out of here.
Man, Chris, what is the Marist Red Foxes? What is it? The Marist Red Foxes. I'm just trying to. I'm asking you this for a reason. So
I have no idea what that is.
Okay, so the Marist Red Foxes are. Oh, it's a college. Okay,
I don't know. Yeah, I don't even know what you're asking me.
No. Just the path that we going now. All right. So Marist is a school in New York, upstate New York, Division I school. So my man Jeff Bauer.
Marist.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So my man got fired from Pels, the Hornets Pels. He went to be the GM over here. Like he was handling business at Marist. He was the head coach. He was the head coach actually at Marist. Do you know what his next job was?
Selling cars?
the general manager of the Detroit Pistons. Bro, this motherfucker is MacGyver, dog.
Who is Jeff Bauer?
Bro, I'm telling you, the curse is his.
Who does Jeff Bauer think he is, bro?
Ooh.
Please, Lito, I need you to find a picture of Jeff Bauer. I need you to upload it, bro. I gotta. Yeah. Because that's how Grippy moving around.
I got you. Hold on.
So they go to the next year, but it's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great year. Marcus Thornton's second year is supposed to be, Darren Collison's second year, except Darren Collison never sees it to his second year. He's traded. He's traded. So Chris Paul's pissed. Not because Derek Collison is pissed, but he's pissed because his friends are going to different places. They going to Miami, they going to Miami, and other friend going to New York, and he had weddings talking about one day we'll make our own big three and all this other shit, and we just sitting here stuck. So you know what they did? They hired Monty Williams and Dell Demps. Chris Paul's pissed off. They end up having a meeting. Whatever. They figure it out. Get him to stay for another year. Get him, to be happy. Whatever. Because he asked for a trade that offseason. Did not happen. Then you get Trevor Ariza. How does this man have so much power, dog? Why did y'all let this man control so many basketball operations?
Oh man.
Jeff Bauer, man. Shout out Jeff Bauer. Christ. Willie Green's on this team. Willie Green's on this team. So you got Willie Green, you got David Westwood Hare, you got Trevor Ariza. Peza plays 6 games. They trade him. They get Jared Bayless and some other shit. Marco Bellinelli, his first year. Remember, bro?
I do remember Marco Bellinelli. I do.
Jared Jack is now on the team. I believe he was in the page.
If you wanted an updated picture, I probably found the lowest resolution picture I could find.
Shout out to Coach, man. Shout out to Coach Bauer, dog. Coach Executive Bauer, dog. Like, what are we doing? Marcus Thornton still on the team. They drafted Quincy Pondexter. Mecca still on the team. All right.
Coupon, man.
This year, it was a little crazy because they started off the year, I think they beat the fucking Heat. Like, this was the first year I think of LeBron them in Miami. They 3, 4, 5, 6. They started like 7-0, 8-0. All right. We know they missing shit, but they playing all right. They finished the year 46-36. Get to the playoffs. They finally get to play the Lakers.
What happened? What happened?
Aaron Gray.
Oh man.
So let's talk about curses. Let's really talk about curses here, because part of the curse is the fact that you are depending on guys like Aaron Gray. So David West gets hurt this year.
Yeah.
He gets hurt, tears his ACL or something, and I think, as a matter of fact, I think this is where we start.
Why
you keep
I'm trying to show you who you depending on.
Dog, depending on Aaron Gray, bro.
I hate this motherfucker's face so bad.
Don't, leave him alone. Before I ask you that, how you feel about this?
Man, what is this, man? This AI? This gotta be AI.
How you feel about that?
That's gotta be AI, dog.
Oh shit, we got 5 in here, man. Can we just add them or Lito got? We good?
Yeah, if you
5 in here, yeah. 5. What up, bro?
What's up, dog? What's up with y'all, bro?
What's up, man?
Chill out, man.
Just talking bad history.
They got some bad history out here for sure.
Sell Packer for one.
See, that's the same code that got your boy pinched, didn't it?
I'm just inside with it though.
That's what he thought.
So 5, we have made it to 2010, 2011.
Hold on.
2011.
Wait, hold up. Chris,
Hold up.
I'm sorry. Hold on one second. Excuse me?
Hold on, wait, hold on.
What?
See, Cole, this is the second bad take you've had. This one is more egregious than the last, bro. What? Jeezy?
What?
The Snowman?
Nah, Jeezy saved my life, dog. He make hurricane music, first of all.
Cole, you my dog, but it gotta
You
happen.
smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack, don't you? Look at me, boy. Don't you smoke crack?
He's on the pipe. Hold up. He's on the pipe. Oh man, don't you can't talk about Jeezy Christ like that, bro. Like you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Gotta respect it, brother. All right, man. So we had the 2010-2011 year here. Now, this is where my slideshow's coming to play here. Shout out the Pelicans report putting all this together. So David West tore his ACL with 9 games left, whatever it was. End of the season. You had traded for Carl Landry. Carl Landry was a starting power forward in the playoffs, by the way. Lack of depth plagues the team as we were constantly scraping the dumpster. For diamond in the rough, this is some tough spelling. Point guards and bigs to take on meaningful minutes, including giving up a first for the rental of Jared Bayless, which would become Tobias Harris.
Toby.
Yep. Sound like some shit that
short-sighted.
Continues to repeat itself. Sounds short-sighted to me.
Short-sighted.
Hey, you wanna know what's funny about me appearing on the show at this point in time? Is this is actually the time I started watching the Pelicans. To be honest. So, all right, I am not from New Orleans. My sister was in the marketing department around 03 with the Hornets or some shit like that, when it started. She actually knew Chris Paul at the time. She would bring home little souvenirs and shit. And I'm like, nah, baby. That team ass. I'm not wearing none of that. I remember one time I had to be in call my homeboy K Doug, and he'll vouch for this. They had a Hornets camp. We thought Chris Paul was coming. That's what was told to us. It was at Southeastern. We were like, man, Chris Paul coming. You know who they said? You know who they said?
Who?
We got Birdman. Now, what skill were ninth graders supposed to learn from Birdman? What skill? So he was like, this not gonna work. We played 5-on-5 the whole time. We was like, we don't care now, but nothing about you talking about. So we get to this point where I've graduated. About to graduate high school. I'm like, all right, let me start watching this team. And their ass. I'm one of them people that gotta watch something be bad before I like it. I'm not gonna like you when you're good. I'm gonna like you when you're bad, so I can kind of grow with you. And boy, was this team bad. So it's a great entry point to what we're talking about.
So this particular year, this is the final year of Chris Paul in New Orleans. 46-36, Monty Williams' first year. They lose to the Lakers in 5 games. I mentioned Aaron Gray because the Hornets won game 1 in LA of that playoff series. This guy, Lito, was giving the Lakers the business. Dog, the fact that I had to cheer for Aaron Gray, bro, and believe what I was cheering for is insane. Aaron Gray that game. Now, mind you, Emeka Okafor was playing that game. Played 21 minutes. You had Carl Landry. Aaron Gray played 20 minutes. Aaron Gray gave you 12 points in 20 minutes, and that felt like everything you needed. Jason Smith was on this team. Willie Green played 12 minutes. We're 4 for 7 that game. Jared Jack. So yeah, we get to game 2. If I remember correctly, this is the game where Kobe dunked all over Emeka Okafor. But the curse, even things like Aaron Gray get you cursed because Aaron Gray sprains his ankle in game 1. So one of the Shout out to Coach Executive, man. Coach Boss. Coach, yeah, Coach. Cause what? How you do that, man? How you? Oh man. Trevor Ariza went crazy, but it didn't matter. They lost the series. It was over with. Chris Paul was gone. Time to figure it out. Y'all know what happened. He was a Laker, then he wasn't a Laker. He ends up becoming a Clipper. And now we into the new era. Last year of the New Orleans Hornets. 2011-22, still got Monty Williamson, of course. Still got Dell Demps. This is the beginning of the Eric Gordon era. 5.
Eric Gordon. We thought you were going to be one of the most prolific shooters we had ever seen. As a Hoosier fan myself, I would watch a lot of Indiana basketball. And I'm like, wow, Duke and hoop. He got 2-3 on. Is he going to be the next Michael Jeffrey Jordan? No, he's not even Jeffrey Jordan.
Hold on.
He had some promise, but dog.
Yeah.
I don't think Buddy wanted to be here.
He did
at all, and he played like it.
Go Lito.
I can't really speak on Eric Gordon because my partner Biago come in the comments and he gonna talk about something that happened between Eric Gordon and myself, and I don't really want to. I'm gonna just say
this is what I'm talking about, bro. How many stories? I text Lito like, how many stories can one man have, and they be true?
I'm gonna just say Eric Gordon is a good person. In the end, like we talked it out. You know what I'm saying? It was.
They're also random, bro. They're all like they're in different zip codes. They're in different states and different cities. Different athletes, different people in different professions.
We just talked about one.
Yeah. Yep. It just never. He has a story for everything and everybody. Speaking of stories. Yep. Speaking of stories, if you don't remember, the Eric Gordon trade brought one of the worst welcoming photos that you will ever see. Justin, if you are still here, find me that Chris Kaman, Al Farouk Aminu, Eric Gordon picture. It's the worst. I am not happy to be here. I hate my life photo you will ever see. Al Farouk Aminu was on this team. This is where we are introduced to guys like Gustavo Ayon. Xavier Henry.
Yep.
We got I think Emeka Okafor. I think Emeka Okafor is still on the team.
Yeah.
We got Lance Thomas. Jesus. Shout out to Lance. And then we got Grievous Vasquez, man. The Grievous Vasquez.
I hated Grievous Vasquez in college. Like, as a Duke fan, I hated this dude. Like, bro, he's so slow. What are we looking at?
Yeah.
How can we not stop this dude?
Yeah.
And then when he got to New Orleans, I'm like, buddy can hoop.
Yeah.
Grievous would like he'd be talking shit too. Like, I mean, he was a little less egregious than the dude that played in Maryland, but yeah, man. I mean, I think he only averaged like no. Look at Al Farouk Aminu's face. Look at that.
Great fun.
Look at that fake smile from Eric Gordon and Chris Kaman. He ain't even looking at the right camera. Looks like he just woke up.
Like it's stinking there. That's what it
like it smells bad.
But Aminu looking at a different one too.
Yeah. Eric Gordon's the only professional here. And that don't last long.
Is he?
Oh, not for long. Not for long. So Eric Gordon only plays 9 games that year. I believe it was the shortened year because of the lockout. Eric Gordon played 9 games. He had a game winner, I think, in game 1 against Phoenix. I do remember that, ironically. I don't have anything else to tell you about this team. Like, it was nothing else to really speak about. But it was bad. They were 21-45. Jeff Bauer. More pictures of Jeff Bauer. Jeff Bauer is long gone here. By this time, I don't know. Jeff Bauer's on his way to Detroit, but he has left New Orleans. It's been a while. Jeff Bauer. That's a good picture, Jeff Bauer. He probably liked that picture.
I mean, ain't too many good ones, so
dude look like a thumb.
Jeff Bow. What is up? What is up with New Orleans bringing in white executive bald heads with goatees? What is this about? They don't work.
Where my kufi at?
Yeah, you know what I mean? They don't work. But it's over with now. Like that part is over with. You get an opportunity next year to reset your franchise. It's done with now.
Okay.
Then we get to the offseason.
Talk about
Eric Gordon, a restricted free agent.
What you do? What you do in that case?
They could match. Yeah, you just like you can match whatever. Just go out there. Any of y'all remember what happened?
What they do?
They matched, but he was not happy. My dog said, "I just felt like my heart was in Phoenix."
I ain't never heard nobody say that before.
He said, "I felt like my heart was in Phoenix after the Hornets." He went and signed the offer with Phoenix. Hornets matched. He said, "I just felt like my heart was in Phoenix." So now you got to bring back. Where my dog at? What a photo at? You got to bring this guy back. you gotta bring him back. But you know your prize in all of this, Anthony Davis. You win the lottery. You got AD. We here now, right? It's you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we ready, Lito. Like they about to take off again. They got their next cornerstone, right?
Right.
All right, yeah, that's what I thought. So we get to 2012, 2013. They win 27 games. Anthony Davis missed 18 games, concussion, ankle sprain. Eric Gordon missed 40 games with a knee injury. That's the end of year one. Can't forget Austin Rivers.
Top 10 pick.
Can't forget Austin Rivers. One pick. What was it? One pick away from Dame Lillard.
Yeah.
I thought Austin and AD was gonna be nice together.
Dog. Austin had the best, still to this day, in my opinion, the best high school mixtape I have ever seen. I thought he was gonna be so cold, and he was nice at Duke. But things change when you get to the league.
Lito, why didn't Austin Rivers work?
Austin Rivers don't have one thing that you could say he's great at. I mean, this like for real, like he don't have like if the jumper now, you know what actually happened is the athleticism of the other players cut up to his, and his athleticism that he had in high school, it never like that was his peak. So if his shot, he didn't have the greatest shot, and if the shot is not falling when he tried to, So if that's not falling, you don't have the athleticism that you had in your high school mixtapes. Not with these guys. So it made his shot profile like you didn't really know what it was. But I will say towards the end of his career, he had a nice career for himself.
He figured it out.
Yeah. Even when people say like his daddy re-signed him in LA, which could be true. I thought he was actually really good, you know, especially like defensively, almost like he found a niche in the game of basketball.
Yeah, he just wasn't the guy, you know, that he was supposed to be coming out of high school, coming into college, at least not in New Orleans. But nobody, like, I think all of us thought, like, you had a good draft. You leave your draft with AD and Austin Rivers. You did well. To me, like you did well. So that's the end of that year. Now, here's where it gets tricky. Here's where the management, we continue to start talking about management, right? Because you still have Dell Demps, and now you got 1 year Anthony Davis, and you in a weird spot. For some folks would say, what do? Do you continue to roll with a youth type of situation, or do you go get what they called young veterans? And here's where shit really got fucked up. I think they misdiagnosed Anthony Davis. I think they thought Anthony Davis was going to be like more like Marcus Camby after his first year, or they wanted him to be that way, versus being able to see he's going to be like a dude that you can eventually run something through. Maybe not, you know, he may not ever be the guy that you're necessarily running your offense through from start to finish in the game. May not ultimately be the number one option that you that some may want, but he damn sure wasn't the guy, or they missed, I think, what he was growing to be by the guys they added, because they added a lot of guys to take the ball out of his hand. So,
I mean, what's changed? The short-sightedness of the organization is still there.
Well, so they went out and got Tyreek Evans. They went and traded on draft night the rights to Nerlens Noel for Drew Holiday. I also forgot the year before they brought in Ryan Anderson.
Quick question.
Yep.
In hindsight, was Dell Demps as bad as people thought he was?
I don't think he was.
Motherfucker tried.
Didn't he?
He
tried.
He talked about how the organization ain't really, like, they were always in a win now mode with him. Like this window that Griff had. I feel like if you'd have gave that to, I mean, I can't confirm this, of course, but like I feel like if you'd have gave Dell those developmental steps the years that you gave him, it might have been a lot different.
I always find it funny, to Lito's point, right? Like I always find it funny, like when teams actually like say we're not going to be good right now.
Yep.
It almost, even if you're a fan, like at first you're like, dang, like we're gonna suck, but at least they're honest with you. Like they're not playing the game of like we're just trying to win, but yet we suck. Like what the Pelicans are now. Like it's not a good place to be. This might be worse than just saying we're gonna lose, right?
All right.
Anyway, so you got Darius Miller was also in that draft class, who we will return to at a certain point. And y'all remember Brian Roberts?
I do remember.
Remember the guys that this team had to depend on? What is it with this franchise with undersized guards that have shooting guard mentalities that they have to depend on? What is it with them? Why do they always find them?
They're cursed.
James Smith is still on his team. Greg Stigsma was signed.
Who's James Smith?
Jason Smith.
Jason Smith. Oh, all right.
Jeff Withey is also on this team.
Jeff Whitey. Shout out Jeff Whitey.
That's not his name. That's
is
not his actual name. Okay, Jeff Whitey it is. Alexis Ajinça, friend of the show.
Nah.
Josh Childress was on this team. Luke Babbitt. Luke and Anthony Davis immediately takes a leap, 22 points per game, and you have way too many offensive players than you maybe prepared for, and they all can't stay healthy because here was your 2013-2014 season.
Bro. You know what? In this season, I think this is when they had those terrible jerseys with like New Orleans very, very small print across the chest.
Yep.
This made me hate this more than anything because I was like, that's a terrible jersey. I would never buy this jersey.
Yep.
Damn.
Lito, do you remember? Do you remember this? Do you remember waiting like, oh man, just wait until we get AD, Drew, Ryan Anderson, Eric Gordon, Tyreek all on the floor together? Remember that?
The more some things change, the more they stay the same.
Boy.
And that was over 10 years ago. Also, in the midst of all of this, Ryan Anderson lost his girlfriend in a very, very horrible manner. Shout out to that brother. He's married now. So shout out to him for
that was a crazy segue into his
marriage. But that's just what goes with. I mean, because we're gonna talk about something else tragic that happened as well. If you remember, it's not with Ryan Anderson.
Oh,
but yeah, we're not here yet, but we'll get there. So they have a mediocre.
You really did your homework, bro. I see.
Yeah. I mean, listen. I mean, we gonna, if we gonna call it curse, all right. We gonna call it curse. We gonna really talk about it. So that year is over with. So we get to the next year. 45-37, y'all.
On the come up.
Now, these motherfuckers still ain't healthy.
Nah.
Still ain't healthy. Drew Holiday, also had a tragic situation that he had to deal with, I think, the year before. Shout out to his wife recovering. So Ryan Anderson misses 21 games. Drew Holiday, 42 games. Anthony Davis, 14 games. This is the year where KD is out with the foot injury, I believe. And I think he had the Jones fracture. He had the Jones fracture. The Pelicans end up making the playoffs. AD hits that wild three to eliminate OKC in one of those games. Ended up being important. They get the AC. They make the playoffs. We here now. Now we're here, guys. We've arrived. Hey, Drew Holiday's back, coming off the bench. It's time. Anybody remember who they played
Golden
in the
State.
playoffs? Yep.
I was at. Yep.
Oh, I
Yep.
was there.
I was
Wow.
at that game. Yeah, I was at that game.
Yep.
I have a video,
Yep.
matter of fact.
Yep. Jimmy Fredette was also on this team. For anyone that the Cares played 50 games, Norris Cole was coming off the bench playing meaningful minutes.
Say, put respect on Jim's name. 3-on-3 Olympic contestant Jimmy Fredette was on the team.
We not, and it's unnecessary.
This is 2016, right?
No. This is 2014, 2015.
Sorry,
the first year of Omer Asik,
Young Stone hands.
who you traded a first round pick to get.
The more things change.
The more they stay this. That must be the.
You also had Tony Douglas off of your bench, another undersized guard. First year of Dante Cunningham.
Mid-range Dante Cunningham.
Yeah. One of the
Headband.
corner boys. One of the original corner boys.
Yeah. A short corner boy. That's what I'm gonna call him.
Yeah.
He a narcotic the Pelicans could not leave alone. Like they believed in that brother. Like just he was Larry Nash before Larry Nash.
Man. Y'all ever heard anybody call him that?
What's that?
Who is he referring this to?
Dante.
Oh, nah, Cole who that is. So
Cole, my dog. Cole need Rachel in here to get right, dog. That's all right. So before you got on the show, we was talking about Quincy Pondexter. We ran through the year Quincy got drafted. Guess who back on the team? Guess what they traded for? Quincy Pondexter. Quincy was hooping.
Yeah.
Right? He
Oh,
was hooping. Go ahead.
wait. Is this when Quincy had that injury? And the Pelicans misdiagnosed him.
You
I
say
think it was a crazy story.
more things change.
you don't say.
No. I think he sued New Orleans. If I
Mhm.
know I ain't crazy, dog. I know I ain't crazy. Let me find this.
No. So you never got a chance to really see much of Quincy, I don't think, in the playoffs. Believe it or not, he was a very important piece for them in the playoffs, or was supposed to be. They traded for him at the trade deadline, or back for him at the trade deadline, because once again they needed a wing. They at this point, the Hornets / Pelicans had been missing an athletic wing, or a wing that could do anything that was 6'5", 6'6" for a long time. Yeah.
Dog. The Pelicans medical staff misdiagnosed him. He had staph infection in his knee.
Yeah.
And he had to sue them.
Yep.
Wow.
What'd you say, Lito? What you been saying the whole show?
The more things change, the more they stay the same.
So look, they finally make the playoffs. So now you got something that you can build off of. Now you can, you have that. You still ain't really seen the team play together like that. So you got a chance to kind of make something happen. Now it's time. AD, it's time for him to take the rings. You got a contract decision that you got to make on Alexis Ajinça, and then along with Omer Asik over the offseason. AD is up for a contract extension. It might have been the year before, or it was that year. One or the other. Cool. It's time now.
Yeah. It's time now. No, that's crazy.
Not only they'll do in the offseason, they fired Monty Williams. Because they said Monty is not the guy to get us where we need to go. Allegedly, Anthony Davis's dad wanted to fight Monty Williams or tried to fight Monty Williams. I don't know what was going on, but it was bad. So Monty got fired after being one of only a pair of coaches in Pelicans/Hornets history to have 2 winning seasons under his belt. But he got fired.
Imagine making the playoffs and getting fired.
And now we are back to the same damn thing. 30-52. If I remember correctly, you don't have your first round pick, or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you do, but I believe you traded it. Tyreke Evans, knee surgeries. That doesn't say knee surgery. That says with an S, surgeries.
IES.
Yes. 57 games. AD missed 21 games. Drew Holiday, 17 games. Minutes restricted all year. 8. Eric Gordon, same old. 37 games. Quincy Pondexter, 5 talked about it. And it's the same as always. Depth issues forced the team to scrape the dumpster for bodies all season. That's where one of y'all said in the comments. What's one of y'all said, Alonzo G? This where we get a now we entering we entering the prime. Now Alonzo G's on the team.
That was from Chris.
That's our prime. That's crazy.
Our dog Kendrick Perkins on the team now. We here.
Number 5. Take that.
Yeah. Nate Robinson on the team.
That's crazy. I forgot about that.
Ish Smith's on the team.
I always like Ish Smith.
Yeah.
James Ennis the third.
What's the difference between Ish Smith and Alfred Payton?
1.65.
Yep.
The other one 6'2". I always like Ish. Crazy handle. He might not even be 6'2". He might be just 6 foot.
Yeah. He like 6 flat.
Yeah, like crazy handle, can pass, shoot, like a consummate professional. I'm not saying E isn't. I like E, but I don't know, different style game, I guess.
They signed Omer Asik and Alexis Aginsa both to contract extensions. No improvements were made to this roster. None. Guess what they did, y'all? They ran it back.
Well, have you heard that before?
Say it, Lito.
The more things change, the more it stay the same.
They ran it back. Now, through all of this, you see at the bottom it says depth issues forced the team to scrape the dumpster for bodies all season. This is where we find Bryce Dejon Jones.
Rap Pete to the dog.
Don't remember Bryce. We had talked about they had been needing a wing, an athletic wing, someone with some height, someone over 6'4", 6'5", dog. Like they could do. And Bryce was that guy. Bryce was athletic. He could defend. He wasn't necessarily a shooter,
no,
but there was something there. Was a rookie. I think his last year in college was at Iowa State. We get to the next year. Bryce Dejon Jones is tragically murdered. So you go to another year where they don't really once again make any changes because they can't. They can't. They done traded all their draft picks. You're not signing any free agents. But wait a minute. You can sign Solomon Hill.
$44 million, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so. We are now entering the Solomon Hill era.
Everybody got an era in this.
Solomon Hill. This is the first year of Etwan Moore. Lance Stevenson was on this team. Jared Jack was back on this team.
Shout out to my cousin.
You drafted Buddy Hield. You drafted Cheikh Diallo.
It's so sad.
Yeah, like it's time, right? No, it is not. It's not. Drew Holiday misses some time. Tyreke Evans misses 50 games, which becomes interesting at one point. Quincy Pondexter misses the entire season with the thing 5 talked about. Omer Ajik has Crohn's disease. Never plays basketball, professional basketball, if I believe, ever again. If he does, I don't remember it, but it was not with the Pelicans, and it wasn't very long if it was. 25 players saw the court for the Pelicans due to roster inadequacies and depth issues from injuries. But you traded for Boogie Cousins. All right, Lito, it's your time, dog.
I've been waiting.
It's y'all time. It's y'all time.
Let's go.
Explain the city. Explain y'all thoughts when this team turned Buddy Hield, Tyreke Evans, don't know whatever the hell else, for Demarcus Cousins.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that you got that great of a talent, me, on a deal for Buddy Hield. Like, no disrespect to Buddy Hield, but I'm saying, like, I always, it's funny because people always be like, damn, man, we traded Buddy Hield. And I'm like, bro, you make that trade 100 times out of 100 times. There's no, I would never take that trade back. And damn, we are cursed, dog. Because if he, man.
Wait. Because we ain't there yet.
All right. I'm just talking about it. I'm gonna just talk about his ability. He allowed AD to be okay playing a secondary role. I think he made it so AD was like with the future with Brian, like, damn, I could just do my thing and I don't have to be like the best player on the team. Like Boogie was, I think that last year, I think he was like 25 and 12 or 25 and 10 or something like that, 5.5 assists a game. Like it was special. It was special to watch.
So just trade deadline, because remember when he got traded 5.
Okay.
He got traded at the All-Star game in New Orleans, in the city. He learns in New Orleans, in the city, that he's getting traded to New Orleans while he's while he's in an interview doing press a couple days or maybe a day before the actual All-Star game. Piggyback off of what Jeff Whitey. Piggyback off of what Jeff Whitey said about your thoughts and feeling at the time about the Pelicans being able to acquire Demarcus Cousins.
Yeah, man, I was in the city, and it was at a time where like the energy was decent, but like we knew, you just did this All-Star, New Orleans, different, you going to different parties and stuff like that, and Boogie finds out, as we all do, that he's getting traded to New Orleans, and he has to like put on his face like, oh, yeah, I like New Orleans. Then you see him before he even plays the game, he's on a float. I believe, right? He doesn't even play a basketball game yet.
I think you're right.
Him and AD are on a float, and he, slingshotting pantyhose. Like, it seemed like a good time, bro. And when them dudes got together and they, bring Rondo into the fold, like, it was Rondo the year after, right? He's at the beginning.
Year after.
Okay.
Year after, yeah.
Even then, like, you got Isaiah Thomas talked about this. The Pistons, Isaiah Thomas. He talked about how the NBA used to be where people had different styles, right? Mm-hmm. And this was a point in this entity where the Pelicans would have a different style than anybody else. They're legit 2 7-footers that can dribble, pass, and shoot, and could get you 40 at any point in time, get you 30 every night. Like, this was unheard of. So it was somewhat of an excitement because this usually doesn't happen to a city like New Orleans.
Yeah. I kept looking at my phone, dog. Like,
yeah,
what? Because what I remember about that day is I remember earlier in the day, Paul George was being also linked to the Pelicans.
Yep.
So it was like, I didn't care. Like Paul George, Boogie, it don't. But I don't remember Boogie being talked about. So when the Boogie shit happened, that shit was way out of left field and a surprise. Like, huh?
Hey, dog. And to be honest, they gave up Buddy Hield, Tyreke Evans, and Langston Galloway. Shout out to my dog LG. Like, dog. What? That's not even equivalent. Like, what happened in Sacramento for Boogie Cousins to get traded for?
For that,
yeah.
It was It was a deteriorating relationship. I remember that vividly. But I want to say this: the week before he got traded, Langston Galloway was in UNO giving niggas work.
Hey,
dog, I seen this man make 25 in a row. Like boy, he could shoot that motherfucker.
listen, me, Langston and I, like we know each other. We played high school basketball against each other, but we went to an LSU John Brady camp. This is when John Brady was the LSU head basketball coach. And we had to be like 10, 11, somewhere in between there. And he's from Baton Rouge, so people already knew him and stuff like that. And we were like going at it. I'm like, bro, how the hell? Like they know you? Like, nah, I'm supposed to be good. Whoop-de-whoop. That's what he was saying to us as like a 10, 11-year-old. I'm like, man, whatever. Come out like, no, he really that dude. I think he was like the number 3 player in Louisiana as a senior. So to see his progression has always been cool. But nah, Buddy got it. He got a clip. He can shoot, but it just not at the NBA level at times.
You got Boogie for Tyreek Evans, Langston Galloway, and Buddy Hield. Ownership at Sacramento said they thought Buddy Hield could be the next Steph Curry. So
I mean, it wasn't technically.
I mean, he's one of the greatest 3-point shooters of all time.
I mean,
and ironically, he playing with Steph Curry right now, so he wasn't wrong.
It's not too far off. I mean,
was it worth Boogie Cousins? Probably not, but you know. But
he hit 17th all time in 3-pointers made.
Crazy. There's no way you could have told me when he got drafted at the age of 28 that was gonna happen. No way.
He's 24.
I forgot. Yeah, something like that. Because the conversation was Jamal Murray, Buddy Hield.
But what is worth, CJ 23rd? But all right.
Yeah, crazy. To Five's point on last show. Crazy. This motherfucker been here for a cup of coffee. And so 34 and 48 that year. The Hornets. Well, damn. Say I'm back. The Pelicans were close. They were fighting for like that 8 seed. They were maybe like 5 games behind in the race when they got Demarcus. Everybody was like, I mean, they got to kind of figure it out right away. You know, if they got a shot, they went. Omri Caspi was also in that deal. Omri got hurt in the first game, out for the year. So, you know, just figures. Because what did you need around Boogie and AD?
Shoot.
The more things change, the more things stay the same. Even the shooting you got hurt. Each one was playing small forward. Jesus Christ.
Each one was playing power forward too.
So they knew that they had to make some moves. They had to change some things around. They needed some improvements. But cool, you got an off season to do it. You got one more year before Boogie's contract is up. You still got 2 years on AD's deal, so you got a chance to kind of like maybe save the AD relationship, sign Boogie long term, and kind of flip the league, flip where the league's going. Like, you know, they whole slogan for that year was, Lito, do you remember it? Do you remember
Get
the
big.
Pelicans? Huh?
Do it big. What did it do?
What you say? What you say before that? What you say before that? What?
My bad.
Get big is crazy. Dog.
Did he just exit himself? Did he remove himself?
Tell my dog look right in the camera and say, "Get big."
My fault.
Oh my God, bro.
My fault. I'm sorry.
Nah, man.
No, man. We gotta. I'm trying to find on the screen, bro. But hold on, man. I got tears in my eyes. My computer not allowing me to do it. But hold on, one of y'all, man, pull this damn video up. Oh God.
Hold on.
No, not Jeff Bow. What are y'all?
We ain't no
help me out, man?
motherfucking freaks. We some family men. We getting it paper. You know what I'm talking about?
That's fair.
Get
That's
big,
fair.
bro. It's crazy, but okay. I can't believe it, bro. It was like that was the first thing you said too. Like
I ain't even like hear him clearly. I'm like, all right.
all right, man. It
Uh-huh.
was it was your second answer. Do it big. They had it. They had a billboard on it, like for it, everything. They had put it on hoodies, sweatshirts. You know what I mean? Shirts, everything. Now we get to the improvements you talked about. 5. You get Rajon Rondo. Darius Miller's back. I mean, they love bringing back old. You know, they love bringing back old draft picks, man. Solomon Hill's still on the team. Let's see, Tim Frazier's still on the team. Archie Goodwin, Quincy Pop. No, look at it, brother.
See, look at the font. Look at the font, bro.
So bad. So bad.
Your Quincy Pondexter look like every black man ever that don't have facial hair.
No, Quincy Pondexter look like Everett Cooper.
this literally looks like the AI generated like.
No, for real though.
Yeah.
Bro, he every black man ever, bro. He every black man ever. He don't have no. He basically
Evander Holyfield. It's not about Don Everett, man. But Evander Holyfield is insane.
Hey, he look like whatever you call him, his name could be.
He look like he easy to draw. Like this is what the kids draw when they.
Hey,
This is my daddy. This is my papa.
And he look like he look like a thumb, dog.
Stop showing this photo, bro. Like Jeff Bauer and Quincy Pondexter will not be the reason I don't finish this show.
If you put some eyes and a nose on a thumb, like that's literally him, bro.
Look.
Yo, this show crazy, man.
Oh my god. All right, man. So all right, man. Y'all chill out. All right, so Tony Allen's on the team.
Man, so let's chill out.
Chill out.
I'm sorry.
Tony Allen is on the team. I don't remember if they traded for Jordan Crawford. I feel like they traded for Jordan Crawford. No, Jordan Crawford was on the team before. I think Jordan Crawford was on the team before. That's when we.
What his nickname is, Chris?
Instant Chris, dog. Come on, man.
Okay.
And he famously dunked on LeBron.
They deleted that.
Don't say that too loud. All right, right. Them black SUVs gonna pull up. Ian Clark, another undersized two. Ian Clark's on this team. Larry Drew II. I remember watching Larry Drew II in Summer League, like motherfucking hoop. I believe that's the year they also had Seth Curry.
Yep.
And they ended up picking Larry Drew II over Seth Curry, and Seth Curry ended up signing and still being in the league today. Yeah. Mike James on his team. Walt Lemon Jr.
Lemon Jr.
I ain't gonna lie, it sounds like a dude from New Orleans. Like
Josh Smith was on this team in the beginning of the year. Emeka Okafor came back later on. Etwan Moore still on this team. My dog, DeAndre Liggins. We're going to get to DeAndre Liggins. Kentucky. And you get Jameer Nelson. Because you didn't have a point guard and you need... Jameer Nelson came in off the street and started the next game, it felt like.
Remember Alfred did that.
The more things
Yeah. Yep.
The more they stay the same.
Now, at this point, the team was still healthy. I think Solomon Hill was the only person that was hurt at this particular time. But for the most part, the team was still healthy. And you got Jameer Nelson playing meaningful minutes for you starting out the game.
Past his prime.
Crazy, dog. Crazy. So they kind of rocky in the beginning of the year. They going back and forth. Like, there's some shit going on in the locker room. Is Boogie taking over the team? Is he not taking over the team? How that's working for AD. You know, how's Rondo and the staff kind of meshing? Rondo has his way of seeing things. AD's no longer the guy, right? Other guys are kind of stepping in and taking over parts of the team that belong to him. Then they started to figure it out. They were like 6 games in a row. Now we here, Lito. We here. We get to a Rockets game. Never forget this shit. I was at the gym.
Oh man.
Rockets game on ESPN, prime time. They trying to extend the winning streak. Rockets hadn't lost something. It was a game they hadn't lost a road game. It was something crazy. I don't know what it was. Chris Paul was with the Rockets. Now at this time, CP, well, we know since motherfucker come to New Orleans, it's a party every time for bro. It is what it is. James Harden is that Rockets team. Eric Gordon's on that Rockets team. Ryan Anderson's on that Rockets team. That's the team that later on went to play. They were
Golden State.
probably they were Chris Paul injury away, maybe from beating Golden State later on. It might have been either that year or the year afterwards. But they win the game. The Pelicans win the game, dog. DeAndre Liggins is guarding James Harden with his hands behind his back. Dog. He guarding him in handcuffs because he don't want to foul him. Or he don't want to get called from a foul. Or they win the fucking game. Game over with. Now it's just free throw. We just, we up 4, we up 5 here. We playing that game. It's but it's over with. Now everybody celebrating, everybody happy. You go to the line, Lito. What happened?
I miss. I tried to get the rebound. And I never got paid.
Dog.
I was there.
What?
Yeah. I was there.
Five.
You might be the curse.
You was at the Golden State game and that game?
Five might be the curse.
Yeah.
Son. I not.
No. I've been at games where they were super important that the team won. So I ain't don't put it on me. See, Justin was there too. Randy Brown too. I was in the 300 level. Matter of fact, me and my girl just had started talking, bro. I was in the 300 level. I can visually see where I was. I had bought. You remember the video of the dude? He had like a Pelicans outfit, like the full warm-up joint.
Tony Roberts.
Yeah, he was out there messing around.
The comedian, yep.
So they stopped selling like the full jumpsuit as like the same as the team, but like they still had those. Yeah. So I went and got that. Like I had the whole thing. One of my partners, shout out to G, y'all know G, Garrett. G worked at the spot and he gave me the little discount. I'm like, oh, bet I got it half off. So I'm chilling, watching the game. Pelicans winning. We about to get up out of here. This fool shoot a free throw. Miss. Lito, I don't know why. Just let it go. Who cares?
So
and, like the gym went silent, bro. You know how you win a game and then the Pelicans win a game and they playing they fucking playing. We ain't heard it in so long. I don't even know what they play anymore. Playing what song is this?
It's not Wipe Me Down anymore, but it's something else now. But I forget what it is.
Oh, whatever. Maybe if it was Wipe Me Down. They were playing music. People weren't even dancing. It was like quiet. Like, dang, it was as if we lost. And bro, getting that update the next morning saying that it's a torn Achilles, you didn't know what was about to happen. You knew a contract was looming for him. You didn't know what the result was going to be.
Yep.
Whatever it wasn't going to be good.
So Boogie had just got, like, I remember the offseason before, he got into the best shape he had been in a long time.
The more things change.
And then boom, it's over with, and now you back to what the fuck. So now you got a year and a half left on Anthony Davis's contract. Now you got a half a year left on Boogie's deal. Now you back to being confused. So they end up having some I gotta scroll down here, but they end up having some I guess some interesting years. Man, I'm all over the place here. I gotta find. There's a period where, and I'll never forget it. AD gets hurt, and he's like questionable for the game or whatever. And Boogie like, I mean, yo, bro, just give me your Achilles. I go out there. Like that's kind of situation it was. But yo, they pull it together. They end up winning 48 games. They had like a 9 or 10 game winning streak that year. We ain't seen that since. I don't know. We might not ever see that again. They end up trading for Nikola Mirotic. Trying to think what else is on this team here. We got yeah, that's pretty much it. They ended up trading for Nikola Mirotic, who they claim to have been interested in even before the Boogie injury, which would have been interesting to watch, but gave you a shooter. You needed a shooter. Sweet Portland. Crazy. Had Dame looking wild in the post game. Looking broken, defeated, sad. CJ, all of them. Alfred Camino's on that team. Get him the fuck out of here again. Like it's like y'all go boom. Second series, they play Golden State again. They can't escape these motherfuckers in the playoffs. KD on this team. You're gonna win one game and that's it. You ain't nobody to guard him. Drew doing his best to guard KD. It's over with. It's over with. Yeah, I mean the next year. It's the last year. AD, EP here.
Shout out to EP.
What up, EP?
Yeah. Alfred Payton get here. You win like your first 4 games, bro. Like you get a triple double his first game. Like it look, you all right. You fuck up the whole Boogie Cousins thing, or he fucked it up. Whoever fucked it up, somebody fucked it up.
I forget.
I don't know who it was.
It wasn't Dale.
Who you blame for that?
It was Boogie for.
Okay, all right.
It was my fault.
He should have took the 2 for 40.
Which you ended up with? Which you ended up with?
Yeah, boy was on like 1 for 7.
1 for 5. I think.
1 for 5.
Dog.
Crazy.
You gotta think like Dale gave you that contract knowing you wouldn't play the entire next season.
Yep.
He gave you $20 million free dollars.
Uh-huh. But he took it. Boogie took it as disrespect. He took it as disrespect and went to Golden State.
And said, I'm gonna go win a ring.
He did say that.
Yeah, I remember he jumped in that pool.
He did.
He did. He went jump in that pool. I remember it, dog. I got dirt on you, doggy.
Dog, my dog left. So you got Julius Randle. Not New York Knicks Julius Randle, but he.
What's the difference?
Nothing. Just more years of it. Maybe more years. He was an all-star in New York, right?
Yeah.
Man.
This is the first year of Jahlil Okafor. Stanley Johnson on this team. Frank Jackson's drafted.
Ferrari Frank.
Why everybody got a nickname? Everybody don't deserve nicknames, though.
Hey, dog, we gotta entertain ourselves somehow. That's
Ferrari.
That's why this franchise be attaching, like the fans be attaching themselves to role players. Because if we don't, and we gotta concentrate on the basketball game, we're gonna drive ourselves crazy.
It's been an hour and 39 minutes of depression.
Yeah.
It's been an hour of insanity, as Justin would call it, because we just keep repeating the same cycle over and over.
I mean, it felt like therapy to me, dog. I mean, it felt like therapy to me. So this is 2018, 2019. They win 33 games. It's a weird cycle with AD. Drew plays 15 games. Alfred Payton ends up missing 40 games. I forgot he even missed games that year, not 40 to be exact. Nico missed 29 games. AD demanded a trade. Also on this team was Christian Wood towards the end of the year. The first year of Christian Wood being anything. Wesley Johnson, huh?
I was gonna ask, was it true about what they said about Christian Wood and AD?
Yep.
Okay. Right.
So I remember it being like it being a thing to where Christian Wood didn't like once AD demanded a trade. Christian Wood didn't want to be in a sit like he felt like he deserved to be started, and he felt like he deserved a bigger part in the offense. Now, mind you, this motherfucker had been here like 10 games.
Yeah.
What the fuck he talking about? But he was hooping. He was hooping. But early on, there was like some weird shit. Like, bro, like, yo, I mean, you hooping, but you lucky to have you lucky to be here, dog. Like in a way. They fucked that all up. And in the next year, once they ended up making even more changes, it was out the window because he was like, I'm not fighting for minutes. I'm not fighting for minutes. But him and AD had an instant relationship. I think AD tried to take him under his wing while he was like he knew he was about to be on his way out. And it don't sound like Christian Wood was really all for that. We also got Kenrich Williams that year.
Kenny Hustle.
Yeah.
Everybody don't need a nickname, but you right, fine. This New Orleans. Why Jaleel ain't have a nickname?
Okay, so
what y'all call him in Chicago?
Oh, what they call that boy?
Ain't no they.
He gotta have a name in the crib. He gotta have a nickname in the crib.
No, nobody called Jaleel nothing, man.
Big Ja.
Yeah. They call him a honey bear or something. I don't know.
The honey?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello? What's going on? I didn't give him a nickname.
Hello?
Well, hey, say five. What was Baron Davis' nickname? You remember?
B Diddy.
Oh man.
How you get mad at me? The man right here just said what his nickname was. How that's my fault, Lito?
That's not his nickname?
That's what I said.
Wait.
That's his nickname.
We changing history now?
Right, you gotta go back and change his nickname. No. Lito, that's his nickname.
Hey,
Wikipedia got a couple nicknames for Jaleel Okafor, in case y'all was interested.
Okay.
Not really, but yeah, I kind of want to know
that. Big Ja.
I was right.
Yeah. Ja.
Ja's crazy.
Jazilla.
Jazilla's nasty.
Last but not least, Zilla Man.
Zilla, I mean, it gets worse and worse. Jaja is like the name of like a Tim song. Shout out to Tim's.
Shout out to Tim.
Shout out to Tim.
I always retweet Tim.
Yeah. Jazilla?
Zilla Man.
Zilla Man?
Progress with the show, dog.
All right. So we here now. Y'all know what this is. This we got Zion now.
Oh yeah.
Like, hey, they no longer got names like, you know, get big, like Lito said. Like now, you know what I mean? It's a whole new era. Whole new era now, man. Like we got Zion, we got BI, they got Drew, that Derek Favors. Zion's having an amazing preseason.
Hey,
he ain't even in shape. Go ahead,
Chris. Man. What did you know? Again, the Pelicans weren't even supposed to be, get the number one pick. It just happened that way, right? Mm-hmm. I think 6 best odds.
Yeah. Right.
Bro, I remember watching like the telecast of of who's gonna get the first pick. Yeah. And bro, when the Memphis Grizzlies ping pong ball popped up, I didn't know what to think. Like, bro, what? Like even when I went to the thing in New Orleans, like it was downtown New Orleans when they drafted Zion. It was like a big thing in near Fulton Alley. Even then, that was pretty cool. But the moment we found out that the Pelicans got the #1 pick, it was like this was better than Anthony Davis. Like, oh, this is like a superstar. Like you knew you had it. Like the eyes on social media had just become like this big thing. And damn,
that's what people forget, bro. Like it was such an exciting time because I remember, and now I forget about like the lottery. I remember thinking, Ja Zion, you good. Ja or Zion, you are good. And to get Zion after just knowing AD's about to be traded, knowing that that's about to end, after dealing with you had just dealt with Chris Paul, like you get Zion, like what? Like that don't make no sense. That they revamped everything at this point.
Yeah,
they bring in David Griffin, Gail Benson, completely kind of for the first time really invest into other departments of a basketball organization, training facilities, all those different things. And you get Zion, it's like it's up. Nope. It was not up. That's crazy. Yeah, that's a little crazy. Zion's having a really good press run, a really good offseason. He has a summer league. He's a little out of shape, but has the moment with Kevin Knox, rips the ball away from him, plays one game, ends up getting hurt in that game. Doesn't play anymore at summer league. Comes back, boom. We get training camp, we get preseason, having a phenomenal preseason. Him and Lonzo hooping. In the San Antonio Spurs game, which I believe was like 1 or 2 games left before the season was about to start. The brother tears his meniscus. Misses 45 games. BI is coming back from, was it blood clots?
Blood clots.
Yep. Coming back from blood clots.
Yep.
Drew missed some games. Yep, go ahead.
Now I'm gonna say, like, for preference, like we knew the Pelicans knew he had blood clots before they traded for him.
Yep.
Like they knew. So this is not part of the curse thing. They already knew it. They was just bringing the bad juju here.
Yep.
Just want to make that known.
They get JJ Redick 5. They end up getting Derek Favors. Derek wanted to come to New Orleans.
Yep.
Why?
Wanted to come to New Orleans. Derek Favors' mom passes away and deals with back spasms all year. Never's really right. Whatever the right Derek Favors was supposed to be at that particular time, most people was thinking, I know he got drafted to Brooklyn, New Jersey at the time, but you got it from Utah. Never really happened. You got it here and there. COVID happens. That's pretty much over. You get to the bubble, and then the Zion cycle really starts. Though I heard so many stories about Zion in the bubble, man. Before the bubble. From why he got hurt to what happened after he got hurt to him being in shape to returning back to the bubble, not in shape. We get the piano story.
Dude is just a conundrum.
Yeah.
He the curse.
Yep. Well, that season's over with. Supposed to have more excitement, though. It's all right, though. Next season, you're going to build off of that. You know what I mean? You get Zion, a healthy BI. You get healthy Lonzo. Figure it out. You basically swap out Derek Favors with Steven Adams, one of the more durable players in the league. Even he missed time. He missed 11 games. Lonzo misses 17 games. BI misses 21. And just when Zion is starting to get going and the Pelicans are kind of back in that range where they always at, fighting for the last seed in the Western Conference, Zion Williamson breaks his thumb. Gone. Out again. Nickeil Alexander-Walker's on this team. Who did we get introduced to during that period? It was a few players, a few a few dudes that I'm forgetting about that ended up having some more. That's the Najee Marshall year. That's the first year that we get to see Najee. So that's over with. And now we are here.
Zion broke his thumb because somebody slapped his hand. And who was the coach then? It was Gentry?
Stan.
It was Stan. Yeah. That year.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Stan used to advocate for him like in the media, but it just fell on deaf ears.
Yep.
And then he came out and said, this is what happens when,
Griff got fined.
Yeah.
Griff also got fined. He said he had some things to say about it. But it was what it was. He missed that year. Then we get to 21-22. Zion breaks his foot. We don't learn about it until media day.
Matter of fact, that's my first media session, I believe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't learn about it until media day.
And the more things change.
Yeah. But that's the year you get CJ McCollum. BI misses 27 games, ankle injuries, hamstring injuries, so on and so forth. You get CJ playing series. 6 get lucky with the Clippers not having Paul George. Who else did they beat? They beat the Clippers and they beat someone else. Or did they have to? Yep, San Antonio. Then the Clippers. 6 games with Phoenix. It's over with. Next year. And y'all know what it's at from here. Y'all been the people in the comments. Y'all been watching Pro Pels Talk since then. Y'all been watching all of us. We've been here now, so y'all know. Like we went through the whole the entire franchise history. So the question remains: we've seen bad management. We've seen questionable decisions. We've seen interesting signings. We've seen interesting player decisions. We've seen injuries. Lito, 5. Pelicans cursed.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they are. Yeah. Like I won't say it's user error. Like I won't say it's user error, but like, man, how many? Everybody can't be wrong, huh?
Hey, bro, you gotta find the person that's always been connected to all this.
Oh, now we podding.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta look at the people that's. I mean, you got. Hey, bro, you got people out there that say owners are part of the reason why good organizations are good organizations. At some point, somebody gotta, make that observation.
You go from George Shinn, who was cheap, to not having an owner. Tom Benson passes away. Gail Benson. I still can't get over Jeff Bauer being an executive.
I don't know why you tripping. And then he
fired a coach and then became the coach and then got fired at the end of the. It's bad and it's a cycle, man. Some of it though, goddamn, dog. Like you can't. I mean, I'm sorry, dog. In the midst of this 23 years, we discussed 2 unfortunate murders or deaths. Like what the fuck, man? I mean, players' wives getting I forgot. I think Lauren Holiday had cancer.
Yeah, brain cancer.
Yeah, Drew was out for 30 games, whatever the case may be. I mean, you name it, it's happened. So, hey, Dyson might be right. They could be cursed, man. But we can say a lot of this shit is self-inflicted.
Hell yeah. Like, dog, again, I brought up the Philadelphia analogy, bro. Like, they got a ton of injuries. They tried being bad, and it still didn't work. They still haven't won a championship. Yeah, they got to did they even get to they got to the Eastern Conference Finals. That's pretty much it. All right, they got Paul George. He gets injured instantly. Like, it's so many things you can kind of trip. Like Jared McCain, their rookie that's been playing well, he gets injured. It happens to more organizations than we think. We're not alone, but it's going to take somebody to kind of change your luck a little bit.
I agree with this. I agree with this point. And the 205 just said it just takes one. It takes that one player, coach, whoever's to be a catalyst for change. You will hope that it will start with the GM, but like, I don't know. You just takes that one person.
I'm a believer you make your own luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I do believe that. You got bad shit that happened to you, but it happened to everybody. But I do believe you make your own luck one way or another, and they haven't done the best of taking care because they've also gotten lucky.
Yeah,
they've also gotten lucky in themselves. So I mean, shout out to Ezekiel, man. I mean, $5, man.
I got.
What up, Z?
I clearly remember that Posey championship experience nonsense. Yo, Chris, glad you got Demarcus up here to speak on the squad. What up, Lito? Lito, read that.
Shout out Boo Crew for real. Y'all give the fans real talk. We appreciate y'all. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, cable guy.
Say 5.
The more y'all talk, the less I blame Zion. Hey, bro, I feel the same way about another entity on this team.
I have a question. Who would y'all say has been the worst GM in New Orleans? Ooh. I mean, it's really only Jeff Bauer, Dale Dips, and David Griffin. David Griffin wasn't a GM, so
Jeff got it. Jeff got it,
dog. Jeff got it, man. I mean, come on.
Show Jeff.
Come on, Jeff.
Show Jeff.
Come on. Come on, Jeff. I mean, what's Come on, Jeff. Come on, Jeff. I mean, Jeff, you drafted this guy, and then it just didn't. He had hair when you drafted him.
Yo, hold on 1 second. What is the difference between him and him, other than their weight?
Well, you want to start at the complexion, or you want to just leave that out? Or?
They are the same. Like, let's take the, you know what I'm saying, the features out of it, bro. This is the same person.
Let's take race out of it. Let's take.
Oh,
no, that's so bad, man. That's a horrible media day, man.
Oh, we got a 10-piece. Oh, man.
What I did?
Oh,
Scott Clout.
Clout. Good pod as always. Appreciate you, dog. Appreciate you, dog. We just bringing up history, man. But that's love, man. Anytime y'all, donate dollars out of y'all hard-earned money to talk about this train wreck of a franchise we've been forced to watch. I mean, that's great for us. You just know after we trade Zion, he's going to play 82 games, averaging 30 points. I mean, just how it goes.
Absolutely.
Why do we draft Kyra Lewis? Yes, we can. If Zion gets traded, we can have a Zion Storytime episode. There's so many things, dog. I don't think, man, like, I was around for maybe 3 or 4 years of AD in New Orleans. Zion had AD lapped by year 2. The things that you had heard, the rumors, and the stuff that was confirmed from multiple people, and most of them are crazy stories where it's like, it's so crazy. How could I not believe it? One of y'all said this already. It would seem our script had been copied and pasted for the past 10 years. Oh shit, man! Jordan Crawford might be the best scorer in Pelicans Hornets history. He and Marcus Thornton, best pure scorer. I mean, they buckets, dog. And we will end with here. What say, Lito?
No, I was thinking about the Marcus, the other point, and I'm like, you gotta say, I get it from a guard perspective, but you gotta say AD.
Yeah, I mean, I just think he's talking pound for pound buckets.
That's a good way to clean that up.
That's a little crazy.
You added buckets on the end, so it was.
What I was supposed to say. All right. Is Brandon Ingram the third greatest player in New Orleans pro basketball history? Who's 1 and 2?
You would have to say AD and Chris Paul, right?
Yeah. Is Brandon Ingram, has he surpassed David West?
David West has 2 All-Stars, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
See, that's the problem. That's the problem.
Because I mean, that CJ McCollum on the all-time
I literally just thought about it. Yep.
That there's nothing more crazy than that. That to me, I don't give a fuck about the era. I don't give a fuck about the volume. The fact that he's been here for 3 seasons,
2.5,
2.5, and this motherfucker is staring number 2 in the face is insane. That's yep. Time to go. Look, man, it's 11:48.
yeah.
11:48. I appreciate y'all, man. 2 hours on the pie here, man. You know, Lito said some crazy shit. I'm getting worse and worse as this show goes. Five came and joined here for the last 14 years of this horrible fucking team that we hope figures it out before we all die. That's the problem. You damn right it is. Shout out to all the good people that support us, and shout out to y'all. We will see y'all tomorrow, Thursday. Pelicans play the.
Who cares?
We'll see y'all post game as always, man. For 5, for Lito, for myself. Holla at y'all next time. We out.